honestly, I don't think any amount of exercise is ever really going to prepare me for coming up this first hill with all of my gear. That's how I feel. I know it's not true. I know it'll get better. It's been getting better, I can tell you that from the first time I came. But it still feels like a lot. Beautiful morning. Look at the view. Won't see no more of that now until later today. Yep. Dug my hat out. Took my hat this time. Took my headgear this time. Heading to pretty close to where I was. We'll see. Looking for another good spot closer to the pond I am. Or closer to the river. Got a couple of spots marked on my map that I can check out. So, yeah. Took some extra gear with me today. Got my hammock, got my tarp. Got an extra bottle of water. I took a steak for my dinner / supper. I got a bottle of iced tea. And all my regular gear, of course. Took my axe out of here for when I'm walking out of this spot. I was strapped to my backpack just because it's pulling on this, and it works for when I'm doing stuff, but if I'm walking through the brush like this, it's not working so great. But when if I go without my backpack, that's where my axe will go, in there. Because I got a little pack I can strap to the back of my vest and put some food in and just go for a walk, we'll say, for a walk for a day. Yeah. So, not as much crosswind as there was the other day, so it's a little bit warmer while I'm walking. I am getting a little bit here and there. Hopefully a little bit more when I get up on the hills. I'm almost up now. Almost up to the cow pond. So, getting there. Moose. Moosey. Little Moosey. On through the mud. Okay, going a little bit of a different way. I'm not walking right beside the pond. Through all the brush. Moved up on top of this hill where there's very little brush. A little bit easier for walking. It wasn't bad getting over here, it's just a little incline. Let my hat dry out a little bit. Let that wind dry me out a little bit. Do believe I hear a moose calling. He's a ways off. Be nice if I could get him on video. Yeah, there's not as much wind today and it's blowing in a different direction. The pond. It's blowing right over the top of this hill. That's why I came up here. Because if I was walking down next to the pond, you see there's no ripples in against the side of the pond. Means there's no wind there. That'd be a lot of heat building up. A lot more sweating. And like I said, I'm not out here for to show all kinds of survival skills. I'm out here because I enjoy the camp experience. Don't have to stay overnight. I could, I have, I will again. About to cash in on a few stones for my slingshot. Half decent size, smoother stone. Ammunition. I don't need a lot. Just a few, just in case. Now look at that. You know what that's from? That's not a dog. That's a coyote. So as you're walking through the valleys, they're walking up on top of the hills, watching you. There's probably a couple over on the other hills watching me now, or over behind me. Yep. They're the one thing that I worries about getting into my food. If I leave my food and I go doing stuff, there's things that'll come and tear it up, trying to get to it. Oh, look. They're going to make a nest. Have some fun. Yep. Couple of old crows. That's what that was. Lots of people knows a few old crows. I know my share a few. open marsh. That goes all the way all back and down through that. So I'm gonna go this way, down this hill, over the little next one, back up onto the hill I was on before, and head straight on back. Or I can go, actually, I'm gonna go straight on up this way and up over this hill and then down. I'm not gonna cut across that river because the spot that I have in mind is actually down behind that. I am literally on an old trail again. Again, it's probably just an animal trail. It's probably the coyotes trailing along here, cutting a trail. I haven't seen any footprints from people, old or otherwise. So that's most likely what it is. Yeah. I'll show you the view when it gets over across this. I happen to hit something interesting. Here's what I'm looking at from the other side. This is the top of the hill. The spot I was in is just following this ridge. I could follow this same ridge to get to the spot where I'm going. I was walking on that old trail back there, and I started wondering, maybe that's a trail Dad used to use to help him get down here a little bit quicker. Because it is much quicker than the old time path that used to be here. A lot quicker. And I could be just fooling myself. But that path did veer off and head down towards the little gullies that I was headed to. But I didn't want to go down off onto the coast area. Like, not yet. I'm still looking for a spot up in this area. Please don't go on my trees. I suppose they're his trees as much as they are mine. I'm using my phone zone because there's 2 more moose way down on the little marsh there. I don't know if you can see them with this one. Maybe I'll just zoom it in afterwards. I'm still headed towards my drop pin. This is been a little tough going. I was on the wrong hill. Go around that one. Supposed to be on this one. That's okay. Makes for a bit of an interesting trip, that's all. Now I'm going to head down into this. This little grouping of rocks could be my marker. Well, they're small. They were all part of the bigger hole. Now let's see. Down through here. Another group of trees right there. There's no river. This one has the river. This is the one I'm going for. Huh. She seems a bit tangly. Big rock there. Hear the river running. Coming up on the river now. The river's on this side of that rock. Yeah. Definitely not going to be any trout in here, but it's a water source. Now let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm just going to look around for a bit here. Oh, another river. That could be on an island. Okay, just gonna look around for a little bit, see if there's anything suitable. There's not a lot of big trees around though, so I think I'm gonna push on to where I was headed for my next destination. Lots of good wood up here though for burning and building, but building is the problem. There's not a lot of building space. Let's go have another look. I might make two. Look at this. There's more. It just broke off. Not the best of wood, but it'll do for burning. If I can get a half suitable spot down here to set a camp. Forging back and forth through these trees. I'm really hoping I am. isn't really helping anything at all. See if I can make my way back up to where I was and have another lose, because I think that might be it. Okay, this is what I got so far. This and this I can string my hammock to. The river is just right there. Little area right here. And a little bedding right there. I'll be able to put my tent up right there. And I got a little spot right there. What I was thinking was, I may clear away all these big branches on the bottom of this and make a seat there. Maybe do my fire pit in that there. Right now I'm just going to take a little break, cool off, maybe look for some rocks for a fire pit. Start gathering a bit of firewood. I don't even know if I'm going to use wood today or my stove. I have a stake, so I might use wood. A lot of them old fallen trees and that I'm looking at are this here, look. Beaver chew. Beavers like the birch. Eat the leaves. Ooh, time to switch over to my axe, I think, and take off this vest. I'm really warm. I think this is gonna be it for today, even if I don't keep this spot. I'm just gonna make a little day spot out of it for now. Nothing has topped that first spot that I found yet, and this first spot that I found is really close to home. This spot was tough to get to. Got a good sizable marker. Look at that big rock. It's a good marker. Big dead tree over on top of it too, though. So here's what I got so far. I got it cleared out mostly. I'm gonna use these two humps to run my sticks across. It's only a bench. I don't need it to be. Don't need to be off the ground on both sides. I was just gonna get some nice long straight ones. I see a couple right there. I'll grab my axe and see about chopping them out. There's another long one laid in there in the tree. Yep. They looks like they're gonna be the ones. Time for hydration. I bring a extra canteen of water with me today. That's good. something good when you're thirsty. Yeah. Start at my bench and I'll stick across it. What is buzzing around? One stick across. I'm going to clean up these other ones now. Got this one here, this half one here, that one laid across. I just got to clean the big twigs off of it. I'm just going to put some more behind it. Probably stake them on both sides. We'll see how they hold. Ugh. Getting tired now. Okay. It's a few sticks put across. I got myself a nice little bench. Not without looking for a spot. I want to gouge my arm a little bit. What do you do? So when I left this spot to go look for a new one, that's when that happened. Right here, right now, I think this is going to be it. I'm going to get a little fire spot going. Maybe cut up some firewood. And that might be it for today. Pick and poke at a few things. I might start making a bit of a shelter here. A canopy over my head. In the last spot I never even put the plastic on the canopy, although the canopy turned out really nice in that last spot. That's for another day. Right now I'm just going to, like I said, get some rocks for a fireplace. Put that a little ways away from this bench this time. Turns out it's not so easy to get rocks from this river. However, look what I see. After coming up and down 2 or 3 times, he was sitting there. I just saw him jump in the water. Poor little froggy. He's just a baby. But I'm not here to bug the local wildlife. Now, finish my rock quest. Okay. Getting rocks from that river was not as easy as I thought it was going to be at all. I got a few, but what I also did, I took a whole bunch of sand and filled the bottom of my fire pit with sand. That'll help to keep anything burning from going down into the ground. I rinsed off my arms a little bit while I was down there. Just trying to get some of the twigs in there off of them. Water is really cold. I think I'm going to make a little weir down there and put my canteen in it to cool off my canteen. I can use my other one then for drinking. Yep. That's what I'll do. Just because I'd like to have this a little bit cold. This would be much nicer colder. There's a fly buzzing around my head. I think it's a deer fly. All I gotta do, look. Perfect. That'll cool it off. Now, let's just start getting some firewood ready. Still really warm. Not as bad as I was where I had my hands down the cold water, cooled me off a bit. But I am still really warm. Nice little breeze. Okay, firewood time. Yep. Just gonna start cutting this up, I think. Maybe get a little bit of that dead one there. There's tons of little dead wood around. Tons of it. I don't need to go cutting nothing big today. I'm only cooking my steak, so. Get that ready now and see how it feels when I get that done. Makeshift wood horse here. Let's see. Yep. Ooh. Hey. I got enough wood for now. I got my tinder bundle started. No, this is a bit of a mess. This was all together. I stepped on it. Oh. I got some wood here. Some more wood under there. I don't need it for anything but to cook my steak. I think I bring too much gear with me today. I didn't need to bring as much stuff as what I did. My phone has no service at all down here. Not in this little area that I'm in now. The last spot I was in, I had a little bit of service, but it was very sporadic. Here, I have none. So it's good in some ways, bad in others. Man, there's so many blue flies here. A couple of wasps flying around too. They mix in with them. These blue flies buzz when they're flying. So does a wasp. I think that's the wasp buzzing around my head again. It's hard to tell. God. So I'm gonna cook something to eat and get out of here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start cooking. I'm gonna get a real good bed of coals going for my steak. I'm gonna cook my steak and get away from these flies. These are a nuisance. I don't even know if I'm gonna make a cup of tea today. I'm just gonna have drink my water and have my iced tea with my steak. Let's see what time it is first. It's probably only like 12 o'clock. The sun is about midday, so it's probably 12 o'clock. I should have brought my big axe with me, not the little one. And I should have left my rain gear, my twig stove, my hammock, my tarp. I could have left all that home. Even my pot, although it's nice to have the pot in case one's cooked tea or something. But I got my canteen. Meanwhile, now this is, look, here's a moose bed. This one was recently laying in. And here's another one right here. And like, I could pitch my tent right along here. And have a nice little, like, oh, it's going to be later in the year when it comes down this far to go to sleep though. Nice to see those moose. Would have been nicer if I had been able to get closer to them. If I had a better zoom on my camera, I could have zoomed in a bit more. But that's it. They're wild animals and they try to keep clear of you as much as possible. I'm going to start this fire up now and see if it won't take care of a lot of these flies. They are a nuisance. I'm a nuisance. Oh, hello. What are you doing? Can you stay there so I can get you on camera? Huh? Hi. Hello, little guy. What you doing? Huh? You don't like the fire? Come on. Look at that tail, he's stuck straight up. I gotta tend to my fire. You will come out just as I lit my fire, wouldn't you? Yeah. Well, that was a nice little visit. He may come back. Just as I hit my fire lit, he decided to come and pay a visit. That was nice though. It's alright. Now I got to see crows. I got to see squirrel up close and personal. I got to see moose. This has been an eventful trip. He may come back. He'll come back and check out my campsite after I leave. It's guaranteed. If I could leave a camera here, go and come back, guaranteed he'd be down here going through all my stuff. Yep. I'm glad he came back when I got my camera. Nice. And I got my fire going. He's still there. I don't think he's gonna come back if I call him. He's just gonna keep going around there chirping away. He's letting everybody know that I'm here. That's what he's doing. Now, let's get this fire going good. Here's the beginnings. So here's my dinner. Strip loin, grilling steak. Very nice. Still a little bit frozen, not bad. That'll be fine by the time I go to cook it. And put down my grill. I've still got my bottle of drink in there. When I'm done with the fire, I can use my other canteen and put it out. Right now I'm going into relax mode. The sand seems to be working out really well in the bottom of the fire pit. So that's a pretty good idea for whenever I have sand available. My little friend never came back. In desperate times you can actually eat them. I did this for my bag. I caught a little notch in this branch. Hold my bag. It wasn't staying on that tree over there at all. But that worked out good. I got a big old bag in my pocket for if I decide to stop on my way home, I might pick some berries again. Maybe. We'll see. I lit the fire and all the flies went away, as usual. The only thing is now is I'm a ways away from the fire, a good footstep away from the fire, like you're supposed to be. I'm still getting heat from the fire as well as the sun, even though I'm in the shade. So, not really cooling off a big lot, but not too bad. This was a good day. It was a nice little trip. See some wildlife anyway. Have a cook up. Didn't go all out on making a spot yet. But it still needs another bit of time. Not much longer though. Okay, I'm saying she's done. Fuck, stupid. That was pretty dumb. Not my wisest decision ever. Look at that. Time to dig in. Wipe it off in the pants. Sure, why not? As long as it's not going in my knife case. This is going in there to get clean. I'm going to a bunch of this in there. Like that. On top. Let that burn off again. It's my new spork. Yep. Gotta keep that out because I need that to take my thing out of the fire so I don't burn my fingers yet again. Put my knife away. And then I'm going to see about setting up my little bottle somewhere so I can shoot at it with my slingshot. Sounds like playing. Okay, here's what I got. Nothing fancy. And I'm gonna walk back that way and shoot at it. So, let's try from my fire to there first. Somewhere good to put this so I can capture it. Put it there for now. There we go. Yep, I suck. I'm getting pretty close to it. I'm just going off to the side a little bit. It's gonna take my time and aim a bit better, I think. Let's see if I can get you back a bit to see. Holy hell, I need a better tripod. Anything. Last one. Maybe I can get a few from the river. Yeah. Some from the river. They're a little bigger than I had before. Let's see how I do. These are wet. I'll get my slingshot cradle with. I cut down a fern. That was a good solid piece. These ones here are probably a better size for if I was hunting something. Like if I had need of food, I could have shot at that squirrel. But I'm not going to shoot at the squirrel because I don't need any food. But slingshots are fun, and they're a great tool to hunt with if you had to. Like I said, it's easy to get ammo for it. You can cash in almost anywhere where there's some little rocks. It's just getting used to it again. I used to use slingshot as well, but I gave up. I didn't have one for a very long time. Like I said, it's all practice. I'm hitting it all now. Slipping by the sides of it again. The bigger rocks were easier to aim at it with. These are all big enough for this side. Okay, that's it. All out again. The grill is pretty much burnt off. Let's give it another minute. This is a nice slingshot though. It's 3 bands. You can get a good draw on it. Like it's smooth sided leather in again, so it doesn't. This gives you better grip. It's got the armrest for stability, so your wrist is not as shaky when you're using it. Happy with this. I believe I paid $20 for it, somewhere around there, and it folds up. For easy storage. It goes right in the side of my backpack, right in my side pocket here. I ordered, do I have them? Yes. I ordered these ball bearings for it. They're small, there's 50. I'm saving those, or if I get a styrofoam target or something where I can dig them back out again. Because I can use rocks for now and get the same effect and not have to pay for more ammo, as it were. Nice and cleaned off again. Put it there, let it cool. Let's get my stuff put away now. Slingshot my knife. We're going to throw my vest back on. Get my spork put in. I swear it fits in there. It's all out of the way, but still not leaving any garbage up around. That's just disrespectful to nature. That's what that is. There's already enough people that would leave their trash around when they come down to places like this. They don't pick it up and take it with them. It's not like it takes a big lot to clean your stuff up. It's not heavier, it's all lighter. All in all, it was a nice little day trip. It's still not late, so I have tons of time. I'm just going to take my time, mosey along. I got lots of water to drink on my way home. I cooled it off in the river. So I'm just going to take my time, mosey along. And I got a big bag here. Maybe I'll pick some berries on my way. Yep, because I am a very big fan of blueberries. I got my vacuum sealer so I can vacuum seal up a load of them and put them away for later on, make some more jam. I make blueberry jam out of them. Oh, I love blueberry jam. Blueberry is by far the best berry of them all. By far, I love it. Love it. Yep. Beard's getting long. This would be a nice little spot though to come. I'd come here and stay. I would. Thinking about it. Just because when I got here with all my gear I wouldn't want to leave. But nope, this is a nice little spot. I'll show you that rock on my way over now too. That's pretty interesting. That rock is, believe it or not, the rock is interesting. I'll show you. Here we go. So, just a seat and a fire pit. Yep. Look at this. This is chewed off by beaver and dragged here, as are all of these. Know where my little froggy friend went. Could have went upstream, could have went downstream. Look at this. See if I can get through here. Oh my god. This, if you needed to, you could turn this into a shelter. A little fire. Cover this in with sticks over here. Look. But look at this. How long was he chewing to get all of that? There's a big old tree for a little old beaver. A blister on my finger. I'm gonna poke that in the river there now when I get down this. Well, that wasn't very safe to walk on. This is what I'm talking about. This is not the easiest spot in the world to get in and out of. I'm gonna get up on this hill and go all the way through that brush just to get in and out of here. Look at that. Isn't that nice looking though? I think it's pretty nice looking. I don't know about anybody else, but I think that's a nice little picture. No, stop it. Trying to get my nice little picture. Over here would have been good to get rocks though, look. Tons of little rocks there. Hard getting back and forth though. Now I'm in the creek and I gotta get out. This is the fun part. This looks promising. Coming out of the shade, I already start to feel the heat. The valley is definitely warmer on top of the hill. Sweating. Start picking some berries. Old blue flies are still hanging around. As you can see, there is no trail at all. Oh, nothing. But there are random blueberries, which is what I've been picking. Just the random little patches here and there. I'm warm. Got a few blueberries around here, look. I picked some of those. Some of them ones. Scattered out. I've got way too much gear to be picking blueberries. Well, I did get a few. I'll get some more on my way along, but I do have too much gear to be picking blueberries. That's what I'm leaving. thoes. Neat little young birds they catch.